Hello everyone, welcome to our stream today. We're happy to have you guys here today. I'm Matt, I'm going to be commentating and doing the camera work, and joining me today is Fregant. Would you like to introduce yourself real quick?
Hello everybody, I'm Fregan. I'm the assistant editor, director for N.W.N, and I also do stuff in Russian.
Right. I guess I'm kind of known. I'm editor-in-chief at N.W. News, and I'm also recently back active in N.W. itself. Today we've got an interesting battle lineup, which is the newly formed Swedish kingdom, I guess, under the Empire of the... wait, no, Northern Army, not the Empire, facing off against Portugal, who have been a bit over a year now in the community, which is certainly an interesting lineup, especially because both nations have recently started forming a rivalry. I'm being advised that the map name is wrong, which is correct. I'll fix that in a second. I looked at everything, but I didn't look at that.
Oh, hell nah, bro.
In the meantime, Fregon, would you give me your predictions of today's battle and maybe a small rundown of what lines we have here today?
So yeah, we got on the Swedish side, as you can see, we got I'm gonna butcher these names. Anglebrechtga, Helsinge, Kronoberg, and Savolax. And from the looks of it, and there's also Cav joining us today. From the looks of it, it's gonna be newer commanders. I don't recognize any of the names. So in Engle, we got this guy called Katsu. Halsinge, we got Osaken. Savolax, we got Yukon. Kronoberg, we got Kronoberg, someone unknown. I didn't get the name for that guy. And for Cav, we got Leoka. Now on the Portuguese side, we got the entire army actually. From the looks of it, we got the Guard, which is led by Son of Shield. We got 29-0, which is led by Sakana. 2-0, which is led by Decaf. And then LTL, which is led by Victoria. And then the Cav is led by the Gaming. So just from the looks of it, and not the looks of it, from the names of the line commanders, I feel like Portugal will have the more experienced line commanders, especially with names like Sakana and Decaf. I'm out here battling on the pretty major lines actually, both of their heavy stacks. So I think we can expect some plays from 29-0 and 2-0. So yeah, I'm just gonna say I think this is gonna be a Portuguese victory. But yeah, we'll see how the battle goes. What about you, Matt?
Yeah, right. Interesting lineup. This is actually, yes, this is the entire Portuguese army. We are missing, I guess, the Marines, which are not yet officially released. They're going to come soon from some windward veterans. But yes, this is the entire standing of the current Portuguese N.W. army. Sweden, I guess, missing their guard. Didn't pay attention on that one. I do think this is going to be a really close one. Portugal has been having some victories, while there was a setback yesterday. They have some really experienced commanders in here today, and I do think they might be able to take a close victory here, so I'm going with Portugal, like 1k victory as well. But I'm sure we are open to many surprises, and I'm sure Sweden actually has a pretty good chance here as well.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Let's take a look at the lines. They're already preparing, drilling. You can see some blobs here from the 2-0 regiment.
Let's just look at the... Yeah, we can see some pretty tight blobs, especially from 2-0. Yeah.
Just practicing a bit.
Yeah.
Right. If you haven't noticed yet, there's a poll running in the chat currently, asking who is going to win today's today's battle, so you guys can vote as well. And
ja.
Nein,
he
geht
said,
jetzt grad nicht. Nein, das nervt grad voll.
Yeah, right now every regiment is just doing some drills, except actually Savolax. They're just lined up and not doing anything. If you just come over here, Matt. I don't know what they're actually doing. They're just standing and looking.
Okay, my bad. My brother just crashed into my room.
That's crazy.
Yep.
What is this field camp? Look at this. Come over here to Savalax.
Yeah, hold on.
Look, what the fuck?
I actually can't find them. Oh,
They're
here we go.
They're on the road.
Yeah, I see them.
If you can find them. Look behind. Look behind and look at this guy. What is this field camp?
Seems like an execution over here.
Yeah. Did you see the field cap though?
Yeah, I did. For a second only though. He's taken it off now. Right, Swedish cav, Portuguese cav, both drilling over here as well. Apparently Sweden cav didn't know that they were supposed to be here. I hope they know by now. I guess they're here now, so...
Yeah.
Yep. It's around 9 minutes until we're starting, and just gonna have a couple more looks at the regiments, and I guess the battle's going to start soon.
Yeah.
Also, for the first time, we're actually going to have field commanders in a post-battle interview after this battle, so when the battle ends, make sure to stay in the stream, and 5 minutes later we will have both Gustavo and GTA, who are field commanding the both armies in VC in the stream, giving their opinions on the battle, which is going to be really interesting, I think, especially for the losing side, what issues came up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It's gonna be a first, so yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Oh, I see Viva Portugal being spammed in the chat.
Wait, oh yeah. 2-0 is the best, okay?
They are celebrating themselves.
Look at this fucking 29-0, bro. They don't got pants. They're running into battle naked.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually, wait, they're running into battle with shirts on but no pants. That's so fucking based.
Insane stuff.
Oh my god. I gotta memorize these names.
Yeah. Actually, we have a
21-0.
really cool map here as well. I haven't played on Leopoldo
Yeah.
for ages, and it's really open, really cool. Got some buildings.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I actually fought on here yesterday. Yeah, I think
Did
I
you?
fought on here yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, I actually have the same issue as you. You mentioned that the
Yeah, you
icons
just
are
have
not
to blink
showing.
around. Yeah, you just have to blink around.
Yeah.
That fixes it.
Well, quite an interesting feature that is actually pretty new is that you can see the combat status of a unit, like with company strength.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not showing, but for at least
That's
visitors,
strength.
it should show a status like. Oh, it's actually not showing right now.
It's so on my screen right now, I'm just looking at it. It's basically just says strength, and then it says like
Winning
combat.
slightly,
Yeah.
combat inconclusive, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Cool feature. It's not that.
I don't
new,
actually know what it's like based on. How do they base their
but probably
thing
on
on-
like company loss
Company
in like
strength?
seconds, probably.
Yeah, maybe on like maybe morale.
Could
I don't
be,
know.
yeah.
I think it has to do something with those, because like, as we know, if you don't have morale in N.W, you will be like fucked. So yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I think the battle's about to start now. Yeah, looking at it, we got Sweden doing starting positions. I don't know where
They
the
are
cav is
already
now, though.
already starting positions.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently. Let me just look at. Portugal isn't though. It's just Sweden.
Yeah.
This is interesting. We'll see how the couple minutes of practice for Portugal will do against Sweden. It's just going to be lined up. Maybe they'll even attrition a bit in Sweden from just doing this early starting position. Oh, yo! Look at the what's this called? Halsinger flag. Look at the Halsinger flag.
Hold on, I need to find him. Yeah, I see.
Whoa.
It's quite nice. Swedish uniforms are really good as well, though.
I don't know. I'm not personally a fan of the top hats. That's just my personal opinion. Though. I don't really like the Swedish uniforms.
You don't? Okay.
No, I don't. I don't know. It's just like it's the lapels and the top hats. It just feels off. I prefer like I prefer the like the Danish style for this kind of type of uniform. It's like British, but it's also French at the same time. So it's like Swiss, but a little bit better with the hats, in my opinion.
Yeah. And it
So I
seems
just
like
them.
Portugal's still getting as many drills in as possible, while Sweden's already
Yeah.
lining up. Oh, look at those LTL people over there.
Ooh.
Getting some shots in their very
I wonder where they'll
light
fight.
blue
'Cause,
uniforms.
yeah, on this map, the position where you're fighting is crucial. We can see like in the center here, with the big field, this big harvest area. What's it called? The farm. Yeah, the farm. That's what it's called. I forgot.
Harvest area.
No, I actually forgot. No, this is usually the place where you see most of the fighting going on this map. Which does actually favor the Portuguese position, especially if Sweden decides to push up more and more. So actually, this is one of the maps where you have to be really careful with spawns. When you're playing on the what's this called? Like defenders, I think. Isn't Sweden? Yeah, defenders. The defender side is it's usually going to be more cocky on this map, from what I've seen at least. Yeah, then there's also the incline with this entire hill, which could actually screw up the Portuguese. Because we know it's actually kind of annoying having to shoot down from it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Actually, Mike, I'm kind of keen to see if N.W.N is fighting in those pants.
I kind of hope they do.
That would
I
be
kind of hope.
max trolling.
It would be really fun.
Yeah, it would. Right, 3 minutes to go. Let's hope we're starting on time.
I hope so as well.
I mean,
think we're
Sweden's
just
in starting
finishing
positions,
up.
they're ready to go. Let's take
Yeah,
a
they're
quick
ready
look-
to go. I
look
think they're
over.
just gonna do chants, I guess. And there's a guy saying "Hail Zeus."
All lined up. Sweden, to
Yeah.
my, at least to what I've witnessed, is like a nation of like perfection. Like they always want everything perfect. Like they have to be in starting positions. It all has to look nice. They're all lined up, taking some pictures.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually haven't seen that many Swedish battles, so I don't actually know their fighting style that well, but we'll see.
Yeah. And the majority of the public or of our viewers is actually favouring a Portuguese victory.
Yeah,
68%. That's a lot.
68, damn.
Yes.
I thought it was gonna be like maybe 60 or 50, but
No,
damn.
no.
68
69
is
by now.
crazy.
Oh, 68 again.
Oh, 69?
68 votes in total, so really an overwhelming majority thinks Portugal is going to kick Sweden's ass today.
We'll see.
We'll see,
We'll
see
see how it
yeah,
goes.
for sure.
I wonder if Gustavo will be more aggressive since he's fighting Portugal. But we'll see. He might
I mean,
actually.
I actually think Portugal will be the aggressor here. I'm going to be honest, like 21-0 and 2-0, maybe Garda, they will get some action in here. And Portuguese Cav, I do think they might be able to beat Sweden Cav as well. So, well, it's
I
really
think
open.
Por-
They have
I
never
think
faced each other, so we don't know.
Yeah. I think in this lineup, I think Portugal will win against Swedish Cav because if you look at the leaves on the Swedish Cav compared to the Portuguese Cav, it's like half the line is full leaves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
interesting.
then the commander's also leaf, so we'll maybe see if he's rusty or something compared to the guy leading Portuguese Cav, the gaming.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Battle seems to be starting soon.
Yeah, there's a Swedish line doing a fucking wedge. That's crazy.
Wait, hold on, I need to see that. Oh, wow, yeah.
It's not even like a perfect wedge either. It's kind of
That's kind of
it's kind of
interesting.
bad.
It's kind of
Back in my days of like
I'm
being
looking
a
from
drill
the top.
sergeant on
It's
Roblox.
kind of a weird wedge, but
Yeah. If this was me back in my drill sergeant days, I would give them 30 hell dragons, bro.
back in the days in the role playing groups,
The LARP games, bro. The LARP
inclined
games.
wedge.
fucking Navy Simulator, bro.
Navy Simulator is crazy.
I actually used to play that in 2020, bro.
Nah, bro. Where's the gang which has been in the Continental Army? That's so for speak.
Actually, I was in like this. I was in some police game. I forgot its name with an in real life friend, and I was in Navy Simulator with another in real life friend.
Yeah. I was
yeah,
in
that's it.
the 2nd Regiment of the Continental Army. I made it to Corporal, then I got booted out, and I guess I made it further in N.W. Alright.
I think.
Let's maybe focus on the battle itself.
Yeah, let's focus on the battle. I think it's starting now, right?
Yeah, it should be. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
here
it's
we
starting
go.
now. The pre-loading just started. So yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Why is Bro singing?
Bro, that song is like ingrained into me. Every time I listen to classic music, I recognize the N.W.Ns.
Yeah. Especially like the menu songs there.
Why is there still a guy on the what's it called? The Stato Major company?
Good question. Maybe Field Commander.
I don't think it's the field commander though. Isn't it PC who's field commander today? Not PC, GTA. My bad.
GTA, yeah.
I was.
Oh, that's
I don't know
an
why it's
aid.
PC.
That's an aid.
Huh.
And let's actually follow Cav here toward their first engagement. They are taking the town, or at least heading to the town.
Yeah.
This is gonna say a lot, this first engagement, and they're both going in. That I don't want to hate, but
Oh.
that speaks for inexperienced Cav if they immediately go into each other.
Yeah.
First
I don't know. I don't actually know
engagement.
that much about Cav, but
You can see here,
looking at this,
Portuguese shots already getting shots.
yeah, and we can already see with the CS Cav immediately went down. Oh. Can see a
Portuguese
lot
Cav
of
taking a major hit
yeah.
here.
Major hit on. Yeah. This is.
And
This is
actually
gonna be
Sweden Cav
Portuguese.
seems to be breaking Portugal Cav.
Yeah.
Did get the break. While we have a massive line battle here in the center. Let's take a look.
Let's see. Yeah, you can see it's pretty stable right now, as it usually is in the start of the battle. We can see, with Savalax, the flag is actually lagging a little bit behind. Might be because of lag or something. I don't know. It looks like the Cav have regained now, so we'll see.
Yeah. Actually, we have Garda of Portugal on left flank, and we have a combat
Yeah, we have-
engagement in the center. 21-0 is going in aggressively and
Ooh.
capping a flag. What is
Capping,
going
yeah.
on there? That was a
And they're-
complete disaster for Sweden. They
And
did
now we
not
can
pay
see
attention.
Glow pushing in as well. Getting some support from the Cav, which immediately gets support from
Wow.
the Portuguese Cav. Ooh.
Oh, my
Nice save from the Swedish Cav though, saving Savalax.
The corpses are not despawning for me, but that was a big blunder. They were just in the middle there and absolutely got overrun.
And looking at it, they didn't even get just capped, they got overrun.
Yeah.
Which means they got capped whilst having CS left.
Yeah, no, Portugal just went in the center of their line. The other Sweden lines did not pay attention. Portugal's really getting the aggression here. That's what I meant.
Really
by
getting this
Portuguese
early
can
game
be-
push.
Portugal can be aggressive on the left flank of Portugal. We
Yeah.
can see Garda going in. They're actually pulling off now because, as we can see at the new feature, they're
And we can
slightly
see the
losing.
Swedish rush line coming back. Oh, and it looks like the Swedish Cav got scattered.
Wow, wow.
Wait, this is going to be
this is getting
huge for the
heated up.
Portuguese. This is going to be huge for Portugal. Now with Cav support on these melee engagements, it's almost going to be just a
What is
curve
going
stop.
on here in the center? Complete madness. I hope my
Fucking
game doesn't
Swedish
crash.
center is
It's
just-
not despawning.
Yeah. The Swedes are just getting destroyed right now.
There's a lot
We
of
can see
rush coming in.
Savalax having to pull because of CS.
There's a lot of rush coming
Oh yeah, but we can see the Portuguese Cav having to regain. They might actually be broken. They might actually be destroyed by
in.
a
They might
Swedish
get
Cav.
scattered, yeah. They are able to.
No, I never mind. I think the Swedish Cav is going to go for the lines instead.
They are, but it
and
doesn't
let-
seem
and
that
now
well
they get
coordinated
yeah.
here.
No, it doesn't. It
2-0
really
taking,
seems.
taking the better option, pull off, reform against that
And
line.
we're seeing a major blunder from N.W.N. I don't know what it's called. Almost just having their flag be dropped and getting destroyed walk through.
Yeah,
just
Sweden's
managing-
allies do not seem to care. Like the other other lines just standing
Yeah.
there.
They're-
LTL is
I don't know if
popping
it's
up now.
either comms or it's like something else. But it looks like the LTL that's gonna help 21-0. They're just stabilizing now, I think.
There's so much
Ooh.
emotion going on here.
Yeah, there's so much
it's
emotion over here.
kind of
It's-
hard to even get
yeah,
the
it's really hard to
battlefield in
keep
one
up.
frame.
Yeah. Just looking at this, we can see the right flank is way more agile than the left flank. We've had like the guard just sit still for a bit against cornerback. It looks like they're winning the shootout though. Looking at the CS.
Yeah, I think especially 21-0 and 2-0 on the far right flank of the Portuguese is an explosive combination because both second and decap are leading those lines, and they
Yeah.
know how they work. Like they have been fighting and
Yeah.
playing with each other for years now. I think. At a certain
I know
point.
some of them have been here like line leading for at least 3 years. So they really like scream experience. Just earlier, the Guardia pulled off, which looking at this from like the far right, that doesn't really seem like the move.
Yeah.
Considering they could have encircled them actually or enveloped them.
Sweden Cav is getting some breaks.
Yeah.
They didn't break 2-0, but they did
They
force
they did break
Portuguese
the
Cav to
guard.
retreat. We
No,
have
not
a
the
massive
Cav.
charge in the middle.
Oh yeah,
With
it looks like
both sides getting broken
Portugal's
once, yeah.
one. Yeah. It looks like the left is just still just standing, just having a shootout.
Yeah, which is probably a wise option as well.
You can actually already see some decay in these Swedes. Like you can see the numbers dropping a bit.
Yeah, they've lost 2 people.
Yeah.
Not a big thing, but it can be a hint for
Yeah.
the battle, which is
For
going
the
to come.
future. I mean, we're only what 5 minutes into the battle, 6 minutes in, and we're already decaying.
Yeah.
Really. So yeah,
Let's
we'll
actually
see.
take a look here. 21-0 getting very aggressive again in the center.
Yeah, but we can see
And they are
LTL having
moving
some
in
low
once
CS
more.
though.
This is
Yeah,
going
the
to
right side
play
is
out.
really just explosive. The thing, like, that as a field commander I would do here is having these this right flank just envelop the left.
Yeah.
You can see 21-0. They have the perfect opportunity here to envelop the red flank.
But Sweden is paying
Angle.
attention now. They are
Yeah, they're paying
cheering.
attention. But earlier that could have been a break or maybe even a cap if they weren't looking. And it looks like the cap is just continuing to exchange over here on the left.
Yeah.
It does look like the Swedish cap got scattered though,
Yeah.
from what I was looking at, so they might actually
No,
have a
they are
chance over here in
gone.
the center.
Portuguese Cav is kind of
Yeah.
giving a statement while. Yeah, Portuguese Cav leads in tickets by like 200, which is giving hints. Portugal
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
watch out that they don't overextend here. 21-0 being caught up on another line. Sure, they can beat them in melee. 21-0 is good, but here you have to rush.
Oh,
down
and we
here.
got a rush over here with the cav. That
Actually,
might
they might
actually
be able to cap that.
Oh, they might actually cap
And
21-0,
they
which
did.
if 21-0 gets capped, that will really hurt them.
No, but actually
I
they
want the
capped the
Portuguese
Swedish
side.
line.
Oh wait, really? Oh yeah,
they
I just
did,
see that.
they did. The red
Nice. I
flag
think
is
they're just
gone.
gonna have to pull. Yeah, I think they're pulling out. Over here with Portugal.
Yeah,
think
Engelbrecht
maybe
is
it's the
just going
village.
to run as well. Sweden's not paying
Yeah.
attention.
Holy. They're really just not looking at the sides.
But Portugal
It's
knows
not
they're
actually-
overextending, like they are pulling back now massively.
Yeah, they're way. I think they. Personally, I would say they're way too close to spawn.
It's really hard to see the lines because the corpses are all there as well.
Yeah, it is really hard to observe.
Sweden is struggling to organize themselves.
I
It's
don't,
not. I don't see. Portugal is way quicker in reforming and shooting them.
might just be
Sweden is-
like might just be an FC that
Yeah.
their line leader did.
And here again, you see the red flag going into an ill-fought charge here. 21-0 is
Losing with rush as well.
That's
That is-
exactly what I mean. They are not thinking about what they're doing and communicating
Yeah.
most likely.
Though, what? Are they even matching numbers today? Okay, so I'm looking at the numbers. Engel is like a 15-man company charging into a 23-man company.
Yeah, and
So I think
21-0
there
has
might be
skill.
some miscommunication. Yeah, I think there might be some miscommunication between like who's supposed to face who.
if you
or
alone look
something.
at the points, 21-0 has already 1k, while Engelbrecht barely has 400 now.
Yeah, I think I think there needs to be some reshuffling here on the Swedish side. Oh, but there is some action going on over here in the center with
that's just a
with
massive
this yellow
blowout.
flag. Yeah, giant.
Yeah,
lobby.
21-0 having such an aggressive stance.
But we can see that the Swedes are baiting them into their spawn, actually.
Yeah.
So we might see some tunnel side from Portugal.
And we have the Portuguese cap actually broken.
Yeah, so
21-0
this might be a
manages
sign
not to get
of
broken, but
turning.
they're just pulling back at this point.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna... What's it called, like, reline? Yeah, I think it's just gonna stabilize now for a bit.
Those courses are really annoying.
Yeah, it actually is. Like, they're just standing in the air.
What's interesting about this battle is that there has been so much tension between Portugal and Sweden already leading up to this, and they have never fought each other before in this new Sweden because they've launched last week, 2 weeks ago. I'm actually unsure, but there has been a lot of tension between those two, and kind of a rivalry already formed in the first weeks. And Portugal is showing them how they want to play over here. Not a very aggressive charge from 2-0 and 21-0.
But we can see some like 2 and 21 are starting to get cut off. Actually,
if you look at the other side, we have an encirclement here.
Yeah, we do. Sweden is. They have a possible encirclement of 29-0 and 21-0 and 2-0.
No, actually, if you look at the
but
left,
it looks like...
we have an interesting situation here as well.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at this. Looks like Portugal's gonna get the cap.
Yeah, Portugal cap is...
You're gonna maybe army wipe them, because I'm looking at this and they got the Salvolax as well.
Yeah,
so this might actually be an army cap.
Portugal is on the downside in company though. It's probably more wise to reform at this point, but Portuguese lines are turning around, running from their spawn.
We can see 21-0 coming to help actually, trying to cut off the Halsinger. Yeah, cutting them off and shooting into them. They're gonna force them to pull.
To get an encirclement here, but yeah.
No, look. They're just steadily pushing them. And if you look at the TL, isn't that TLT? Yeah, LT. Yeah, my bad. They are really just putting pressure here on the left. But we can see that the right is actually getting folded by this rush Savalax. Decaf is getting
I doubt
folded
that
actually.
They will be able to do a much though. Because once they Portuguese cav is going to charge into that.
Yeah,
once they are running out of rush. And here you see 2-0 going into a charge as soon as they run out. And they are winning.
And now it looks like the Savalax is gonna be... Never mind, actually. They're not going to turn for them in the
As soon as Cav goes in, Savalax is going to have massive issues. And we see 21-0 turning. They're being encircled. And
Swedish Cav got... What's it called? Broken again and actually removed.
Wiped. No, they're gone. They're scattered.
They wipe almost every single time I look.
And
so yeah, Savalax is going to get cut off from 3 sides.
No, Savalax is dead. That is great work by Decav and 2-0. They have been fixing them, going into a charge which their rush ran out. And here you see them. Yeah,
it's
just
almost
communication.
Art. From the Portuguese side, this is actually just art that's being created.
Yeah,
we can see the Savalax getting capped like again.
Yeah, we see Swedish Cav trying to get the best out of the situation, but they're not going to make the difference.
Yeah, they might.
No, that flies.
No, they won't even be able to break them. They won't even be able to break them. So we'll see. But Portugal is right inside their spawn, so we might actually see some Savalax rush
as well. That's a prime example of good maneuvering, good positioning, good communication. They are playing with Sweden, and Sweden don't like it. You can see here the organization of Portugal is just way better. Like within seconds, they reformed into one big line, Garda kind of enveloping the other Swedish lines, and they're struggling to reform here in the center, and Portugal's just pushing up and shooting volleys into them.
Yeah, it really just is prime example of good maneuvering, as you said. Yeah. We can really see the enveloping coming from the left, and then the right, like just blending in with it, trying to face Savalax, I guess. The rush line just taking it defensively, I think. Oh, and they're gonna take the charge in 2-0, my bad, 2-0. Whilst the rest of the army just keep pushing into the spawn. We'll see if Savalax actually can take this, or if they're just going to be turned on. Oh, and we got Cav back on Sweden. They got wiped again.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, I'd go to the point where it's just a farming at this point.
There's not even any reason for Portugal to farm right now, because they're just winning in every single charge.
Yeah, Sweden is being farmed, and here again, Tro is winning with low company.
Yeah,
Sweden,
and I think they're going to exchange though. Oh, and now Portuguese Cav is here. Yeah, that's true. And we got our first Cav star. First star of the game, actually.
From Portuguese Cav. And actually, Tro does break.
Yeah, but so does Savalax.
Well, yeah.
And Swedish Cav is about to be broken again. Holy moly.
How? They had Rush.
I don't know. They had Rush and they still get broken.
Portuguese Cav masterclass shown here for a small nation. This is really good.
I would like to see like Portuguese versus Russian Cav.
That would be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I would really love to see that.
Let's look at their rankers. Pretty good kill death ratio over there. All Portuguese mercs as far as I can see. Sweden as well.
46 to 12 is a crazy KD, by the way. Nobody's matching that on the Swedish Cav, just from looking at it. Oh, and we're seeing some regain over from the Swedish Cav, and a charge over here. Oh, Helsinger almost getting killed, almost getting capped, but then luckily getting respawns in time for them. Resulting in a Portuguese break in 21-0, Sakana being broken. We're seeing some major pushing from Sweden. Oh, and a drop flag on LTL.
Might be in trouble.
Oh, they might be in trouble. We'll maybe see some Swedish Cav.
Well, we have Garden.
Oh, but they're getting taken from behind by Guardian.
Yeah, no, Sweden's
Guardian is maybe gonna back-cap them.
Engelbrecht.
And they get a back-cap.
Absolutely disappointing. They just ran in, got broken, and got capped.
That is insane.
That is really bad performance from Engelbrecht.
Yeah.
And this hasn't been the first one.
This is really just some poor performance from Sweden. I was expecting better performance, honestly.
And they are down by almost 3k already.
But I really just think this is just a line leader diff, like a line leader diff and a Cav diff.
And coordination, field commanding.
Yeah, no, that's literally just experience.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Let's take a look at the right side. Nothing to say here, other than Portugal seems to be doing a good job as well. 21-0 with the first star as well. Cav with 2 stars already. Portuguese Cav, wow. And Sweden Cav is nowhere close to
we see some charges on the right side from 2-0 again. The Cav has been really aggressive this match, actually. Yeah. And he seems to be winning against Savalax again. He's just curve stomping Savalax every single round that they charge. And we're seeing the same coming from 21-0 against Helsinger. Going in for the charge again, with Portuguese Cav coming in after almost wiping the Swedish Cav. Are we gonna see a full forward from Sweden on the right side, or no? I think so. I think Helsinger is gonna be capped soon.
Yeah.
I don't know about Helsinger. Oh, no, Savalax. Savalax is gonna survive that. And then 2-0 is coming to reinforce 21-0. With Swedish Cav respawning now.
They are done. They're done. They're by.
Oh, they already got the Cav?
Yeah.
Good.
Swedish Cav can do nothing but try to do correctional work here, but Portugal is just snatching their lines up one by one.
You just...
2-0 is just giving shots into it.
Engelbrecht got fucking moved over to be a skirm by Odexius.
Oh, they dropped to 11.
That is horrendous.
Is insane.
Yeah, look at the attrition. 1 attrition from Portugal, and we're up in like what 6 attrition in Sweden.
And it's all Engelbrecht. They went from 18 to 11.
I don't know what. I don't think Engelbrecht did so bad though. From the looks of it, I think it's more Savalax that's been doing.
Portugal's just farming the rush line. That's insane. Look at this.
And they're actually also farming them inside their own spawn.
Portuguese masterclass. Going into 2 lines.
Actually, a masterclass. There's 16 minutes left, and they're already at 3k diff.
They might be in trouble here, but DKev and Sakana absolute masterclass, and Portuguese Cav coming in once more. But actually, 21-0 and 2-0 might be in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
One of them got broken already.
Yeah, they might actually.
They should be fine.
We'll see with 2-0 if they're also gonna get broken.
Yeah, they
but
do
I
have
doubt
Cav
it.
over here.
Yeah, they have Cav to support. Oh, and the Cav dropped the flag. It seems like, but it's back up now.
Yeah, no, they should be fine. And we have Portuguese reinforcements.
Yeah,
coming
they're
in
just
as well.
pushing them outside their spawn.
Oh, and another
Absolute
Portuguese,
cinematic,
another
actually.
Swedish flag about to be captured here by LTL, and skirms also seem to be
Oh,
dead.
I can see what they're doing. We can see some really good performance here from 2-0. Oh, this is not different Portugal from 21-0.
2-0 might survive.
That is like that's a 2-minute walk, a 1-minute walk all the way over here. That's gonna be huge. But we are gonna see an LTL cap
It's
here.
a reverse encirclement, what we can see here.
Yeah, it really is. We'll see.
They are walking toward the spawn.
Yeah, we'll see. They're gonna run into the rush.
To be honest, I'm not really sure what is happening here, but
it's what you said. It's a reverse encirclement.
yeah,
2-0 and 21-0 was
is in
trying to
trouble.
cut off, and we're trying to cut
is in
off
trouble,
the
but 2-0 does regain.
Anglebrecht,
Wow.
I think. Yeah, and
be
Anglebrecht
honest-
gets scattered,
To be honest,
and
we
they're
did
down
see...
to 10 people now.
Phew.
Oh,
And there's
Starting at
another
18.
Swedish line about to give me cav. What is going on here? There's been one cav from Sweden's
it's
side
actually crazy.
by now, which was 21-0, which was capped
So
1 minute ago.
2-0 and LTL are just soloing 3 lines right now.
I didn't even know that's 2-0. But 21-0 was
Yeah.
captured. I do not want to count how many Swedish lines have already been capped.
Oh, and then
Another one.
Helsing is going to be capped right here on the left. If you look,
Sweden cav is not going to be able to do anything here. They are broken as well.
yeah, this is actually just crazy.
But here,
performance.
LTL and Garda might be... actually, it's LTL and 2-0. They might be in trouble here.
Yeah, they're
Pressed
about to be
against the border. They
ordered.
need Cav and Garda
Yeah.
right now. Otherwise, they are in trouble. Big trouble.
But it looks like the
LTL
god
is
is
running
going to help
right
them now.
into a border. That's going to
Yeah,
be another
it's
Cav.
same as... Yeah, oh...
But 2-0 might be able to break
Anglebrecht.
out. with Garda.
Kronenberg, actually. That's Kronenberg that's getting the cap. Yeah.
But still, like, is this going to do a lot? Like,
Oh, and the Portuguese cap is going to try to come in and save LTL.
yeah.
Well, I don't think it's gonna. They're gonna save it though. They might actually. Oh, they've actually dropped it. I think it capped. That's unfortunate for LTL. That is a long walk all the way over here. Maybe we will see some repositioning when they pull them towards the spawn. Maybe over to Portugal side. Maybe. But yeah,
maybe.
we can just see. We can see Hasinger with Rush pushing 21-0 into the village. Actually, this is just a 1v1 over here.
Yeah.
On the left. Yeah, Portuguese cap already up on 5 stars against Swedish cap with 1 star. Wild diff, wild diff.
And Helsinger almost getting capped here again. They do have the
As
complete advantage,
Anglebrecht
but
all
they
the
are
way
on
down
the
to
run.
9. All the way down to 9. That is really bad for Sweden. They're not.
Wow.
Anglebrecht will not be able to hold anything in this battle.
That's insane attrition.
Moving
here.
forward. Yeah, that is really bad attrition coming from Anglebrecht. Like they went from 18 to 9. That's 11. No, not 11. My bad. 9 people down. That is really bad for them. Yeah.
Okay, my chat is not loading anymore.
They're just saying like a carga and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Okay.
Not anything that deep. Yeah, just looking at this, Sweden is just continuing to be broken here. Oh, we are seeing LTL returning to combat here on the far left. Trying to maybe envelop this Halslinger company or something.
Seem to see.
Oh, and we got an overrun by 21-0 again.
Wow.
On
And LTL is in the
quarterback.
back and they do not see. They
They just
not
keep
see.
winning.
Now they do.
They keep
but
winning.
That was kind of late. Wow.
Yeah, really
Why is
late.
this guy standing there? He's just waiting to be captured.
Wait, who? Where?
The guy from... Oh, I don't actually know what line is that. Halsinger. The Halsinger flag was just standing still, waiting to get captured. Wow.
That is insane. He just knew what was coming, I think.
I'm gonna be honest, this is not a good omen.
Oh, we got a rush line coming to save them. A cornerback is coming to save the Halsinger, but will they actually do anything, considering they got overrun with full company last time?
And there's just flag caps all over the board, like it's hard to even...
But it's really hard to keep up with all them.
Yeah.
But we do have some action here from Kneecap on the far right, against Savalax actually.
And here we just see why Portugal is winning this battle so well, because they're just playing together. Like, there's always lines teaming up, giving each other shots, assisting each other, and Sweden's just kind of paralyzed by that. They don't know how to respond.
Yeah, we can see like the lines over here trying to be together, but they're not really doing anything to help each other, really. Like, as we saw earlier, there was a line getting absolutely destroyed, and the people around it just did nothing. And I'm pretty sure it was like
Sweden Cav did scatter Portuguese Cav, which means Sweden Cav is now in the back of Portuguese lines, which are on the retreat, which could be a danger.
Yeah, that could be a danger for LTL.
Down flag captures for Sweden.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna bait them further down into Portuguese territory, though. I think LTL might be cooked here. Yeah, I think LTL is gonna be cooked here.
Yeah, they're probably going to get killed, but yeah.
Yeah, they're already broken. Maybe 21-0 will survive this, but then again, once Portugal or LTL gets captured, that is like a
21-0 should
3v1.
be able to get out of this, especially because Portuguese Cav is returning to the battlefield.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
another
see.
rare flag cap for Sweden.
We might actually see Sweden try to...
21-0 is countering and they cap the flag. That is insane.
Oh! Crazy, overrunning them
What is
3 times this battle already. The amount of but they might be saved. Yeah, they got saved, but that is still embarrassing for
cornerback. On to company strength, and yet they're almost capturing that.
They get broken now, but the Cav is gonna come and save them. I think. Really, just holding off this onslaught. Let's look at the rest of the army of Portugal. Yeah. We can actually see that they're inside their spawn over here. And they're just actually running after the Savalax.
Just playing around, yeah.
Yeah, they're just actually just farming.
Not taking it seriously. Engelbrecht is on the run with their 9 people. That is not going to...
They're just gonna be... I think they're gonna be overrun any second now.
And they're legit sitting in their spawn. They are just playing with them at this point.
Yeah, it really just looks like bullying almost from... Especially against the Engelbrecht. 11 attrition already from Sweden. 8 minutes left of the battle. I think Sweden is just hoping to keep the numbers low, keep the score as low as possible, and try to get out of the 3K territory. I think that's what their goal is right now, from the field commander's perspective.
I'm gonna be honest, this could end in a 5K defeat. If they continue like this.
If this continues like this, 5K.
We have 21-0 going in against 2 Swedish lines at full company. And what is Sweden doing?
And cornerback is going to be captured again. 21-0 is just going to be allowed to capture this. He's just going to be allowed to get a flag cap whilst being sandwiched. That is absolutely insane. And now 2-0 is going to come and try to sandwich.
I'm sorry, but the other line's gonna get capped as well. Halsinger, they need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the flag is using shift lock into 21-2-0. Wow. They're just going straight into the 2-0 line, and I think they're gonna get that. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What is this? What is this?
Well, that is
what are they doing?
Absolute
insanity. What are they doing? I think we're gonna have some interesting post-game summaries from Gustavo.
The interview is gonna be interesting, yeah.
Very interesting. Just looking at these stars, Portugal is just straight up dogging this battle. I mean, we have multiple free... Every line almost has 3K points on the Portuguese side in second too. So, yeah.
Wow.
Almost 4K from both Decaf and second now.
And there is the notification coming from Sweden team. Can we stop... Can we stop throwing? But I think it's a bit too late for that one.
It's
they
way
are
too
maneuvering
late.
here with the rush lines, but LTL
It
is
might actually
keeping
be a
attention. Yeah,
maneuver,
they
I'm sorry.
see, they see.
They see it. They see the.
They are
I think they're
reforming.
just.
They are not scared of the Engelbrechts.
Yeah, but they should maybe be scared of like the two other lines, unless 2-0 comes to help.
Yeah, 2-0 is moving in.
Where's 21-0?
21-0 is over here facing Savlax.
Oh yeah, I just
who
see
are
that.
losing. Just to mention.
Yeah, oh,
See
and
here,
Swedish
slightly
cap got scattered again. Oh, both caps got scattered.
Wow.
And now we got Guardia coming back from behind.
Of course,
on
we
the
see
road.
21-0 assisting their allies as soon as they need it.
Yeah.
That is just prime team play today. I'm gonna be honest, I was field commanding Portugal yesterday. That was a completely different world. Like today, they really got their nerves together. They are playing
I think it's just
prime
line
team.
leaders. I genuinely just think it's line leaders.
It is. It does make a difference. And today we just have the best of the best what Portugal can offer, and we can really see it here. Here again, perfect example, teamwork. What is Sweden doing? They're just abandoning their allies.
But 2-0 is getting charged by the cap, so we might actually see some action going on here with maybe a cap on 2-0 if Sweden's lucky and plays as
I
well.
don't even think it's going to go that far.
No, but we are seeing. Oh,
It
we
is
might actually see.
okay,
Look,
yeah, it is a 3.
it is.
V1.
It is going to be a cap, I think. It is going to be a
They
cap,
might be able
or
to
at least a
get
break.
over to LTL.
Oh, and the border's right here. The border's right here. We might actually see some border
okay,
action from
okay, where's
Sweden. Maybe
Portuguese
even
cap?
a timing wire. We need. Oh, Portuguese cap coming in for the rescue
Yeah,
from
they might be
behind.
able to save them here.
Portugal
And we have
might be
Garda in the
able
back,
to push
so
out of this.
Usually I would say
Yeah.
it's so Jova, but here we can see again Portugal just playing this out really well, getting out of
Really
the
executing
encirclement, and
it well.
actually Sweden's in danger here again.
Yeah, they're gonna
Their
be.
flag
They're actually
is
gonna be
being captured.
taken.
Actually,
Kronenberg
both
is
of
being
their
taken
flags.
again.
2 flags captured. Wow.
Damn, reversing this entire
Sweden
encirclement
doing-
twice.
It's a reverse army wipe.
That's twice it's happened, by the way. Twice.
Reverse army wipe. And only.
Oh, are we actually gonna see Sweden run out of points in the thing?
Yeah, we could.
Look, they got only 3k left. Is this actually gonna be a maybe? This might actually be first time in a long time I see that if that happens.
Yeah. Unless they up them. So your men are
Yeah.
running. Only 2 lines making it out of the absolute slaughter that has just happened. And why are they going in? Savalex, what are you doing? You have 5
Savala's gonna be
companies
fed to the devils.
and they
Oh,
just
Halsinger's
break
gonna try to
themselves
save
in
them
front of
maybe.
the entire Portuguese army. What is going on?
But
And
Halsinger's gonna be taken by 2-0 maybe.
They
They
commit
just keep
suicide.
pushing here.
Savalex just committed suicide. Insane. What is going on?
Truly just pinnacle
They
of
are just
performance
running
here from
into them.
Portugal.
It's hard to even count the flag caps at this point.
Yeah, I've stopped counting. At the start, I was like, okay, 1, 2. Now I think it's above 10, maybe 15.
I think we can
Maybe
agree
more?
that no one expected this. Like we did.
No,
we
no, I
did
don't
both
think so.
better than Portuguese victory, but even I, as active member of Portuguese Gen staff, I did not expect a win like this.
I would expect like maybe a 1k victory for Portugal, considering the
Yeah.
recap at Sakana. But just seeing this, it is insane. And I think we can really contribute this, especially to the experience, but also really the cap. Like,
Cav is doing
the cap
really
has
well.
really been carrying this battle.
And
really
you
getting
gotta
into
give
the
credit
charges.
to 2-0, 4k points.
Yeah.
They were being annihilated yesterday.
Insane.
Yesterday they were being annihilated at the
Insane
wall.
switch
They had
round.
their backs against the wall. Today, some leadership changes.
We have
good
seen a
running,
little
they
bit of
hook him.
we have seen a little bit of double lining in this battle though, especially with like LTO and Guardia.
Yeah, but it's working.
Yeah, it is working.
Again, 2-0 moving in against the Sweden line, which does not pull in time.
Exactly. We're actually seeing a 2v1 situation here with Guardia.
Final 2 minutes of the battle. That was
Will
wow.
we see some more caps actually? Maybe a cap on Kronenberg one more time from 2-0?
Yeah.
As you guys might have figured out by now, new N.W.N update has made it so that if you hold a flag right before the timer runs out and when the timer runs out,
It is a
you
cap.
actually get the flag cap immediately.
Yeah.
So we'll maybe see if this results in anything.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
Guardia is actually getting pushed back by Halsinger.
they are, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, Sweden Cav going into a blob of 2-0 armed men.
Yeah.
Like, that is just self-destruction.
Self-destruction, and now 21-0 is going to come assist Guardia.
Yeah, and they are gone, and now Portuguese Cav going
Yeah.
in. And Guardia reversed that one.
Yeah, it is actually just every single time it's just going to be a reverse from Portugal, from what we've seen.
And
Every time Sweden tries to play, they just get like destroyed from missed comms. I think I don't know what's going on. We need to figure out what happened with Sweden here, because there has to be some major error going on.
But we need to give props to the extremely good performance of Portuguese commanders today.
Yeah,
they absolutely.
I mean, look at the Cav stars. Look at those Cav stars.
Yeah,
insane. I think
also
that's
the infantry
9, right?
lines.
Yeah, infantry lines, crazy performance.
And even Guard and LTL, they were doing a good job today.
Oh, and it looks like 21 actually got the cap.
They did get the cap, and that's going to go to the end credits. That is going to count as a cap.
Indeed.
While
It
Portuguese
looks
is
like
on
we
the
might
counter again on the other side.
Yeah, but 21 is getting broken here. They got broken.
Here we have the final 5 seconds of the battle.
But it looks like the battle's gonna end now, so... Are we gonna see any last things? No, we're not. So it looks like it's just gonna be charged. That's fine. Let's see if... Why was it? LTL that blinks, or some company blinks over here? I don't know. But we do end with a what? That's a 4K victory, I think, right?
Yeah.
4K victory. That is insane. Let's take a screenshot of this.
I do not want to imagine the scenes in the Swedish TeamSpeak.
They are probably raging right now from what I could expect.
Yeah, let's stand still for the Portuguese anthem. It's not even the anthem, I think, but victory song.
Really?
Oh, map's not loading. 4.1k vision.
Indeed,
We don't want to look at Sweden. Where's the nice lineup? Over there in the road.
Oh, some of them are actually spawning inside their spawn, just running away, it looks like. That is insane.
Let's look at the victors here. Portugal has absolutely annihilated Sweden in this battle here. There was no mercy at all. They did not hold back. So to everyone watching here right now, stick with us. The field commanders of both sides are soon going to join us in this VC, and we're going to have a quick post-battle interview with the field commanders of both sides, which is probably going to be really interesting. So, Frigont,
yeah.
What is your take on this battle?
Honestly, this is extremely bad for Sweden. We might actually, I'd say this battle actually went so bad for Sweden that we might actually see some permanent damages on the regiments, like the rally counts.
Yeah, this might be a really bad omen for the upcoming campaign in 2 weeks as well.
Yeah.
Like, they will have to face France.
Yeah, France. That we'll see how it goes, but I don't think it's gonna go very well considering this. But they do have a couple weeks to improve, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what lines would you say was your MVP for today's battle?
Honestly, I would say it's a shared title between 2 and 21-0. And then I'd say maybe Cav. I think Cav deserves it. Like, they really did change the tone of the battle extremely well, at least on the Portuguese side. We did see some Swedish saves as well, though, so that's props to Sweden with their Cav. But it's really just a no diff from Portugal. It's destroying the Swedish Cav every way possible. Yeah, I think 2-0. Decaf and Sakana really just duo this out, really just destroyed this Swedish onslaught. Maybe on the Swedish side, I'd say the MVP. I don't even think there's really an MVP on the
Well, there's
Swedish
only one
side.
for
Maybe
one
like
side. There's only one MVP for one battle, so...
no, I know, but like for the
Okay.
entire team.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for Sweden it'd be Cav, I guess. I feel like all the lines did really poorly this time.
But Cav was also doing weird
Yeah,
stuff.
the Cav did also get destroyed a lot of times and really did weird stuff. But we did see some good plays from Gustav. We tried to do some plays we could see, especially with the amounts of
Oh,
envelopment.
here goes the Portuguese volley, victory volley.
Oh, nice. But yeah, Gustavo really did try to do some plays, I feel like, but I just think there's something with the line commanders that happened that made it so he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But we'll see in the post-game
Interviews,
with
yeah.
him.
I mean,
by one.
we probably don't have to talk about Engelbrecht. That is just a
Really
ridiculous
poor performance. I wouldn't even say like
10 people
they got
going
capped a
back.
lot. I think it dropped down to 9.
Yeah.
No,
And,
I feel like in the social battle they did really good. They didn't do noteworthy, but they didn't do bad. I feel like the actual outliers here was well, not the outliers, but the bad ones, in my opinion, were Halsinger and Kronenberg. I saw Halsinger and Kronenberg getting overrun almost every single time when they got capped, except maybe like 2 times. So I really think they contributed a lot to this point diff. But we'll see how it went.
yeah, I mean, in my opinion, the MVPs
Viva
on...
Portugal!
Okay, let's
Yeah,
finish
we-
my sentence real quick. The MVPs on in my opinion, on the Portuguese side were definitely 21-0 and 2-0, Decaf and Sakana Masterclass. Cav was doing a really good job as well, but they were just playing so bold on their own, 2-0 and 21-0, always countering charges even though they were down half of the company strength of their enemy. They were just absolutely destroying everything in their way. 21-0 getting capped once, but that's just a result of aggressive gameplay, and I really loved that one. So now with us we have the Field Commander of Portugal, which was not GTA, because GTA was AFK, but we have Daslo. Let me actually switch to the post-battle interview screen real quick, and you can give me
Wait,
your
you
take
made
on
a post-battle
that.
interview thing?
Yeah, we have a screen.
Yo,
You have a screen?
that's insane, bro.
Hold on, no, just with the names. Right, Daslo. So
Alright.
how was the battle in your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, just look at the score. Like, that's all you gotta know, really. I mean, from a field commander side, obviously, I'm not just gonna sit here and say field commanding won the battle. The communication and the coordination between all the lines was the best it's ever been, and that's what actually won the battle in the end. I'm not gonna take credit really for any of this at all. However, but from a field commander side, I mean, it was just remarkable. The communication, superb. The just the able for a line to be able to say, I'm gonna move up and you're gonna retreat, yada yada yada. Compared to what Portugal has been for the past recent days, which hasn't been that bad, it's just honestly crazy. But honestly, Sweden, pretty good opponent, clearly. But I think honestly, just GG's all around.
Yeah. Do you think there was? I mean, it's hard to ask that now, but do you think there was any issues that might have not been spotted by us? But was there any?
Oh, I mean, I don't know what you did spot, but personally, for my sort of issues was sometimes when we got a couple caps, we would play extremely aggressive, and would overextend and lose a couple of caps from that. But aside from like just that, I don't really know again what you pointed out, but from what I saw personally was me was just over aggressiveness occasionally.
I mean, it was a
Yeah.
really exciting and interesting play style to watch out as a spectator. We did see 21-0 getting capped once and a maybe ill-fought charge, but apart from that, they were just absolutely destroying. So if you would have to hand out MVP from your side, who would you say absolutely took the W?
Well, like
today?
regiment-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's a difficult one. I mean, because there's so many different factors. I don't know if I could just point out one. It'll probably be between 21-0 or 2-0. I couldn't really probably say one. I mean, every line did their goods. You know, LTL was good at holding their flanks. LTL was good at holding lines. LTL also did good at charging quite a lot of the time. Same with 21-0, same with 2-0, same with guard. Everyone did really well. But I don't really know if I could probably point one out to 21-0 or. I mean, actually, you know what? Yeah, thinking of that, I just just saw that in the chat. 100% is Cav. Yeah, Cav being MVP. 100%. Absolutely, they just mauled everything.
They did, yeah.
Anything. They were even broken and they were still absolutely messing in lines.
Yeah.
I'll admit, no, that's Cav. Apologies, Cav leader, if he's watching or not. But yeah, no, that's Cav, 100%.
Okay, I'm being informed Gustavo's going to be here soon to give Sweden's perspective, I guess. And that's one more last question before we let you go and celebrate your victory. But what kind of performance can we expect from Portugal in the next couple of weeks? Like, is this going to be a massive morale boost? Is there going to be more victories like this following, or?
I mean,
how do you think
obviously,
Portugal is going to evolve?
Obviously, you never know that. You never do. You know, no one can really tell the future. This is definitely going to be a morale boost, 100%. I mean, just look at it. Like, we literally almost put Sweden off the board. Like, it's definitely going to be a morale boost. However, with the future, I definitely think with the new things that is going to be coming through in the future, with new organization and everything happening, I do think this type of play that you've seen today would be seen more in the future, which I think will lead to more W's for Portugal. But at the end of the day, you're never really going to know 100%, but I definitely think today is a marking point for the glory that Portugal will see in its future 100%.
Amazing. Fragon, do you got any more questions?
I don't really have any questions really on this.
Amazing.
Really just this a beautiful artwork here from Portugal here. Just insane performance, really.
Coming from the enemy. Russia.
Russia.
Right. Let's give Gustavo a couple more minutes. Apparently he's speaking to staff. There's probably a couple of things to speak about.
We got a 6-0 staff meeting, guys.
Alright. Well, I appreciate you guys putting me on. Never knew I'd be on telly. It's so cool. Alright. Yeah. Well, but yeah, I'll just final remarks just for myself if you don't mind.
Sure.
At end of the day, it's all Lego. Everyone hopefully had fun, and it was just a good game in general. And anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. Appreciate you, live streaming everything. Please keep up the good work with N.W.N.
Thanks. Right,
yeah,
keep up the good work with Portugal, I guess.
I hope. Alright, goodbye, guys.
We'll see you. Bye. And actually, Nassau is hitting me up. Another Portuguese gen staff willing to join until Gustavo can be here. So let's get his take on the entire battle real quick. Until we have Gustavo here. Hello, Nassau. How are you doing?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
I literally just gave Dazzle's whole script. Holy.
Did you attend today?
Speak?
I was literally. Can you press tab, Mattis? That's real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
I saw you a couple times in the battle, I think.
Yeah. I was just chilling.
So you were attending for what line?
All of them. I was helping out Dazzler wherever he was in, pretty much.
Fair.
You were like assisting, field commanding, kind of that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just flank commanding, whatever you want to call it, just helping out.
That's cool. That's cool.
Sure. We kind of ran out of questions, so if you want to talk about something, go ahead.
I want the next rage clip for Sweden.
Oh.
That'd be great.
I want to hear Gustavo speaking to the staff. Honestly, I really need a clip of
live stream that.
Yeah, can we?
Oh, I got a DM
It's like
from
how
the
it's
Swedish
like real
icon.
life, and they come up with the camera. And just
Yeah. No, I just got a DM from the Swedish Highcom, and the one thing he said was, "I'ma kill myself."
Oh wow. Okay. No. Maybe
Oh no.
do that.
Actually, wait, no, that's not well said.
Don't do that, guys.
Them.
Don't do self-harm. That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, what we need for the future is VAR of like there's weird moves from some lines. We need to play back on that one. VAR check. What were they doing? No, but
Oh my god, I just won a 1v1. Holy.
getting
I
on
said
the
a duel.
ground. Actually, I should as well. Where are you?
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh, there he
Just
is.
teleport to me. Where you at, boy?
I'm looking at you. Actually, I'm a getting game.
yeah, me too. Let me just spawn in. Which side's it? I'm gonna kill you, Matt. You're cooked, buddy.
Wrong team, buddy.
Ah shit.
Oh shit, I missed.
Oh fuck.
Hey,
Okay.
sabers only, buddy.
Good.
I'm gonna get you,
Good.
bro. I'm gonna get you. This
Ah,
guy
we
shot
found
him. Oh wait, no. Why you got? No, never mind. I'm so bad at N.W.N, bro. Holy moly.
Mhm. We
Why
are
is
still
general?
waiting for Gustavo. I hope he's gonna be here soon. If he's not here in 5 minutes.
Oh
we'll
my god,
probably have to
I
end.
almost won the 3v1. He's at 1 health. Damn it.
Would be
GG's.
interesting to get his point though.
Yeah, it would be.
Get his take on the entire situation. Mom, I'm on TV. Oh yeah, I can see the comment section has been overtaken by Portugal as well.
W. I should give him propaganda medal.
Yep. Oh, what is Dylan saying in chat? Matisk smell of fart. Okay. Removing that guy's
Mats,
admin.
ban him.
Removing that guy's admin.
Crazy.
Mats,
For the
ban
rankers stayed
him.
us into the end in the battle, I applaud y'all. We're getting disbanded. Oh, damn. That's not a. Oh.
Breaking news: Engelbrecht gets disbanded.
There we go.
Damn.
Damn. Like, can we get a rip in chat there?
F in the chat.
F in the chat, bro.
Truly. I mean, at the start of this game, it really looked like they were gonna match. Like we saw some stability, and then just that first cap from Portugal, that really just set the tone for the battle, especially with the cap.
I know it was in his center too. I was like, what the heck?
It
I'm
really
actually-
just
like-
was a diabolical cap as well. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it an overrun? Oh, am I mistaken?
Yeah,
I'm
it
pretty
was-
sure it was an overrun. And it just could
Yeah.
push all the way to the spawn, and then they got farmed every single time.
Yeah.
Incredible play from Portugal, though. Kind of risky to play inside the spawn, though. They did get encircled multiple times and almost border capped multiple times. But I mean, they just pushed through it. I don't know how Sweden just let them go through. Like, it's insane.
Daslo's top.
Actually, it's so insane that one of the regiments switched to be Skur mid-battle.
Yeah, and they switch back as well. Damn,
Yeah.
I really hope Gustavo's gonna be here soon. Oh, actually, the server got Aaron got kicked from the server.
What do you want? Swedish treasure? Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna actually check the Sweden server
we can-
real
yeah,
quick. Yeah, they
We
are
can always
all
get.
in
We can
stuff
always
we see.
get.
Actually,
Oh.
I could join the stuff we see, but I think that's gone too much. Let's
Wait,
not do that.
which staff VC is he even in? Oh, I see it. Oh, this VC is giant.
All right, Jundar.
Oh. I low-key want to hear what they're saying. I low-key want to hear.
4.1
Yeah, I should join the
K
Sweden
defeats.
server.
Damn.
Hold on. Send me a. What is it? This. .gg/what?
No
But
one knows.
I don't think that. I think it's.
I don't have one of those yet. Oh my
Let me
God.
check. Let me check. I don't think they have one. No, they don't.
I'll
Maybe.
check nations. It's fine. It's Svenska.
Oh, Svenska.
Yeah.
Insane though. Insane.
Free advertisement. Well, the real question is Gustavo gonna be here soon? So got 30 people waiting.
Yeah, 30 people waiting from the Gustavo POV from this
Yeah.
battle.
I mean, it's gonna be an interesting take. He was field commanding, if I'm not wrong.
If he even was trying, to be fair. I don't know if he.
Yeah.
Matt, just check the GC.
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Dang, dude, there's people like actually. Oh my, dude, there's actually people like. Oh, that's bad.
Wait, what happened?
There's like people like sending like propaganda of other nations in their thing. Like if
In
I put
Portugal?
Oof.
they no they like yeah it's like this. Oh wait, hold on. I'll just send it here. I don't want to show it to the people, but it's like this, and they have like Portugal flag and stuff. It's
Damn.
crazy.
That's not a Portugal. That's
They got owned.
Switzerland.
No, but like they have another one with Portugal flag on it. That's like that's actually crazy.
That's so disrespectful. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm actually put a thing on the screen real quick. We're waiting for Gustavo.
Just put it in.
Ooh. Yeah,
Dang.
let's show it real quick.
Waiting for Gustavo.
Oh, Germ DM'd me about this, bro.
Oh, I misspelled his name.
You misspelled Gustavo?
Yeah. We don't talk about it.
First you get the battle
At
name wrong.
everyone.
And then Scavo. You didn't even show the area when we're all going in a circle, man.
Wow.
What?
Like you're just like reading lineups the whole time. This is like we're doing a whole circle, man.
Yeah.
Let's do some Cav 1v1s while we wait. Yes. Hold up, let me just make my company be screen. Pull up.
I'm right here,
Pull up,
man.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm right here. Wait, I have
Oh,
no
wait,
morale.
I'm gonna be.
I don't have morale. I don't have morale. Wait.
I don't have morale either. Bro, I don't get morale either.
Should we bring decaf
Oh.
into the VC?
Sure.
Oh, we're
sure.
about to get absolutely screamed on.
I feel like he's gonna say something really.
Oh,
like,
see my personal bodyguard,
GG.
General's bodyguard.
Imagine having a bodyguard. I just have my personal.
Oh,
own
stupid
knight.
out.
If you don't have your own personal knight, what are you even doing, buddy? My
Dude,
knight
your
can
little-
bench 325.
Oh my god, bro! I got cut off by my own man, dude.
Did you die?
I got cut off by my own dude.
Insane.
Nope.
Oh yeah, let me add the
I
Swedish.
think Jacob is talking with his staff.
Well,
Slav and Onus.
I don't think he has. That's not even his right account.
he said he would
I don't
come.
think. Oh,
Peace.
is it? Oh,
Just say your
Oh,
favorite
there it is.
stuff.
is that me?
Bro, decaf, I glazed you so much.
Fraggle. Glaze me.
Hello. Okay.
Dude, that's so well.
Let's be quiet real quick for the actual Sweden icon.
Yeah.
I've
Are they
come.
joining now? I don't think so. Are they?
You guys
stop
just
it.
finishing the meeting up. I'm
Is Engelbert surviving?
no.
Nobody gets cooked, bro.
No.
How much did Rally start?
It was like 15.
15, and then they dropped like 9.
Oh my god.
Wait, free guns. Check your DMs. That's my inspirational quote.
Let me read
put
you
that in
inspirational quote.
Read it out loud.
Like a phoenix rising from ashes, our greatest lows are the foundations for our greatest comebacks. Every fall is a setup for a stronger rise. Slav Adonis 2025.
So
that in,
Sigma.
bro.
So Sigma.
Yeah, put that in.
On the
That's
screen.
probably the
or
most
what?
clipped thing.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be clipped so hard. Oh boy.
On the
Slav.
screen reaction. Okay, Slav. Were you field commanding or in a line or?
I was in a line. I was working for Chrono's bus.
And how was it?
My condolences.
I mean, you saw the stream. I don't think it needs much of a discussion.
Okay.
We got a few good moments. There was a few moments where we were all working together, and you saw glimpses of hope. But the other, most times, it was pretty shocking.
Did you get a flag cap with your line?
Yeah, we got. I was there for one. I think we got 2.
Okay.
We capped LT.
How did I lose that?
Wait, I'll DM us to get in here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you like my uniform, Fagrit?
Let me see your uniform. Hold on. Stand still.
We're
Wait,
mainly
get
just
that in the
waiting
house?
for Gustavo as field commander.
Down.
Yeah, I'll go call him.
Sure.
Alrighty.
Where's my boy, dude?
Where's your boy? He's crashing out. Maybe I don't know. Yo.
Call me baby.
I feel like everyone's in chat right now is just Portuguese rankers. At this point.
Yeah. Yo,
They're
can I get
just-
some real gangsters? Can I get some real gangsters saying Viva Portugal in chat right now? Can I get a W man in
3,
chat?
2, 1, chat.
Can I get a W man in chat?
It's gonna take a second. The delay is real, but
Yeah, it's like a
Yo,
they
3-minute delay.
they've been spamming the entire time.
Yo,
Don't you
people
worry.
people in the future, can I get some W mans in chat? Yo, shout out
That's
John
a teamwork.
Zeppeli for shouting my family out. I love you, bro.
Oh, dude, we're getting to say it.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It's my people.
Yo.
Yeah, can I get some W mans in chat? Wait, I'll say it as well. Hold up. W. That's me, guys. I'm tap water connoisseur.
You know what's better than tap
Yeah,
water?
there we go.
Fiji water.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of tap water.
Fiji water? What are you?
No, I drink tap water, bro.
Bro, Fiji is for fucking rich people. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Yeah.
If you drink Fiji, you're a dork.
Judnor, you
I
didn't even
drink
kill
tap
me.
water because that shit's
Holy.
fucking delicious, bro. Like the what's it called? The cold and the water is just so
Yeah, really
yummy, bro.
Did you say the water is yummy? What the fuck are you? Water is
The
water.
water
It
tastes
isn't that
so
deep.
No,
water.
it tastes good, bro. It tastes
tastes like water. Oh, I'm so good.
good.
Bro, you ever
Whoa,
just
whoa,
have
whoa,
like
whoa.
you ever have a like a devious snap and you just go to drink some water and it feels like a gourmet?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. It's like delicious.
Oh, I'm still in T-Speak. Sorry, Second.
He's been talking the entire time. Wow.
I've been talking in T-Speak the whole time because my fucking
this 2v1.
fucking
Oh.
caps lock.
Uh-oh. Get up! No!
That is insane, by the way. Wait, how is it tap
Writing
lock?
the
Does that
picture
mean
show.
you just have to click once and then it just speaks for you?
No, I have to hold it.
So you've been holding caps lock this entire time?
Yeah, I've been talking in
caps
T-Speak.
lock?
I just got in your
That's insane.
robs tonight. It must have been something you said.
Okay,
Gustavo,
here we
check
have
the,
Gustavo,
check my
Field
information
Commander
report.
I've been
of Sweden.
sent DMs from Sleepy Sloth at Gustavo at Dennis. We need to get a recap with the okay. What DMs? What DMs Sloth?
Why did I get removed from the gen
No,
staff?
in
VC, bro?
the group chat. They were in right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's not my ignorance. That's me being more focused on grilling angle.
Okay, real quick. Gustavo, do you want to give us your takes on the battle real quick?
Oh yeah, definitely get some fucking taste. I will say straight up, Sweden's taking it on the chin. All right, straight up. We are taking it on the lip, chin, wherever you want to say it. All right. Okay. Obviously, I'm very much as aware this is being broadcasted, so I'm going to make some honest truth and some honest points. All right. Straight up. There is moments in the nation's history, and there is a series of times in the nation's history where it steeps fucking low. All right. Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Fuck no, bro.
No. Okay. I'm just not. Where it steeps very low. Okay. And excuses can be made up again and again and again, but eventually those excuses for everyone, and including me as a nation leader and gen staff around me, they run out. Okay. So foot on the pedal. Sweden did not perform good today. All right. We all see that. We all know that. Okay, but what matters more to us is as long as we are able to pick ourselves up and we can stand at least on one knee and say, you know what, yeah, that's happened. It's happened, all right. But I can assure you now, I've been in a VC with our staff and we've gone over medal clips, OBS recordings, and we've seen it. And we've somewhat very much concluded. We know where we've gone wrong. We can see why, how, and where. And as long as we see those three things, that is all that matters to us. And we look around N.W. nowadays, and it is very easy to grill nations who have lost to other nations. And of course, yes, Sweden's lost to Austria, but we were scheduling in specs for the first 5 days of our own existence. Coughed off the old Zonius. But we were losing by 1.2k to Warsaw the other day, and we brought it down by 700 points, 650 odd points in just under a few minutes, solely just by playing for breaks and the odd flag cap or two. And we went over that. We did an entire army-wide briefing on our main stage. I did some humongous speech and it got the nation back up again. All right, but you know, words only go so far, and then actions have to matter. Okay, and you know, me as like fifth king of N.W. Sweden, you know, I want to make it my pledge to make this Sweden somewhat decent, but there has been nothing but hurdles for this nation consistently. You know, when we first joined, we thought we were eating lobster with the monster. You know, we thought we were going to be chill, but there were gaps, there were holes in the ship that we just did not see, and it took us a matter of days and finding out whereabouts we were in terms of skill to finally patch those things up. And you know, since the battle ended and since we've been in a staff meeting, which is still currently ongoing, which I've just hopped out of, we know where things have gone wrong. We can see who has gone wrong, and those people have been respectfully fired and turned away. So, you know, to everyone that is currently listening or watching, I mean every word that I said when we were first interviewed, when we came to this community. We want to make Sweden as inclusive and as open and as known in this community as possible, because everywhere I go, I feel like it's a personal pledge to make everywhere enjoyable for other people. However, that has its limits, and you genuinely need to lock in sometimes. So, going forward, the Gen staff know, and I know, Sweden's gone wrong, okay? But from this moment on, we currently are picking ourselves back up. We're not going to take any bullshit from Warsaw, Portugal, or Austria, or the Imperial Guard, people which we've lost to, like recently, and we're not going to take bullshit from anyone else. All right, simple as. Because what really fucking matters at the end of the day is, as long as you can seriously look at your nation and you can go, you know what, I've built this, everyone around me has built this, then you can look at it in so much of a different light. And it takes so much to have that mindset. All right, and you know, I really thank Portugal for agreeing to this battle today. And obviously, I thank everyone in the past for agreeing to our battles and stuff. And this is really, I feel like the losses have not contributed, but at the same time, they have. These losses have allowed us to find where we stand and where currently we are as a nation. And we know that now, okay? We have the right people in the right places, and we're making the most adequate steps we possibly can to make sure this does not happen again. And you know what? You know what? Like later down the line, it might. You know, it might. Sweden will have another embarrassing loss. I'm not guaranteeing that it will never happen. Every nation's had an embarrassing loss. All right, every single nation. Okay, you know, when Germans Prussia fought Andor, the battle was bad enough to kill the entire nation. All right, when I was under Eric Legacy and he fought Saxony, we lost by 13k. You know, when I was under Mon Sweden, we lost to Naples when they were at their lowest. You know, I've seen nations die just by fighting one battle, all right? But the case with our Sweden is that is not the case. That is simply not the case in itself, all right? And the case is here, you'll see people going around posting shit. You'll see it. You'll definitely see it. There's no doubt about it. You'll see it. All right? You'll certainly see it. And, you know, to any Swedes or whatever, you'll see GIFs, you'll see images, you'll see memes, all right? But what really matters from there on is that you can know that the nation picks itself back up. As long as the nation is stabilized, knows where it's going in a good direction, then you have nothing to fear nor worry about. And obviously, I want to give humongous thanks to Daslo Brzev currently in the GC, just hitting us with a quick message. Words don't hurt, but our muskets will. Thank you, Sloth. Thank you, Sloth, for the wise words. But that may have just seemed like a whole bunch of yap, and I hope it made sense. It may have not, but you know what. So, I give a big middle finger to anyone who can look at me and say, your nation's ass. Because I'm pretty sure, buddy, your nation has probably had a loss just as bad. And there's no denying that, because every single nation in W goes through this phase, where they dip, and then they come back. Simple as, mic dropped, king out.
probably good appeal
Dude, that was so tough.
to the Swedish rankers as well. Motivational speech
I
here.
got goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
Yeah, big kudos.
Yeah, we've been streaming for more than an hour now, so we are
Jesus.
probably going to end up now. Gustavo, quick heads up. There's a campaign coming up in 2 weeks. You guys are going to prepare, right?
Yeah. So this is also contributed. So we've enacted that regiments will be on top of their skill game for us fighting France. You know what? We're fighting alongside Russia and Prussia. It would be great to be fighting alongside Germany again. I really do look forward to it. I do have quite a bit of confidence with this campaign against France, and I know a lot of people are very hyped to be fighting on the Borodino map, and I have indeed heard also by the YouTube short about the news thing as well. I think the first battle will be fought on Borodino. I'm pretty sure.
It is,
I can't. It will be. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Even you know more than I do. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm working a lot of the time. So, but yeah. This campaign coming forward, I'm quite heads up for it. I feel like I'm ready. However, I feel like if Sweden continues in the state it fought today, shit will not go well. Okay, I'll admit that. But you know, like I said, as long as Sweden picks itself up, and we know we can fight France confidently with the regiments we currently now muster, which one has been shut down, rest in peace Pomeranians, we know where we will be going forward. That's my opinion on the campaign.
Alright. Sounds good. Good closing statement by Gustavo, King of Sweden. And, yeah, interesting battle. Exciting battle, actually. We had fun streaming it to you guys, and also cool to try out the post-battle interviews for the first time. Pretty interesting, probably for the rankers to hear what the field commanders were thinking, and yeah, what the way on is going to be. From me and Fragant, we're going to say goodbye to you guys, and of course to the Nation High Commanders VC as well, and we'll see you guys at the next stream, I guess.
Make sure you get that code posted, bro. Come on now. The Phoenix one.
Guys,
Oh yeah,
go
you
like
gotta
and
say the
subscribe,
Phoenix
go
thing,
like and
Gustavo.
subscribe. Hit the bell notification.
Smash that shit.
Subscribe on
Make sure to
Smash
share
that
the
like.
video.
Smash like, hit
Alright,
subscribe,
alright.
and hit
I'm
that
gonna
bell
put you off.
so you can stay updated.
See ya.